North Carolina Vinyl Picker here on a Sunday night, getting ready to do the show here. We got some things to talk about tonight. We got our top 10 fusion records of 1973. That makes all these records I'm going to show you, these 10 records, 50 years old. And I've been listening to them for a long time. Some of them not 50 years, but at least a couple of them I know I've been listening to them for 50 years. That would make me, 15 years old when I first heard them. So there you go. We're going to run through the top 10 here in just a minute. We got some new pickups, and I wouldn't have all these new pickups without you people out there, because by having my store selling my records that I have that I don't really care to own any longer, I've been using that money to flip and then buying records that I want. So I've been able to pick up, I got Stephen Wilson, Porcupine Trees, almost a complete collection because of all the help that you all been giving me out there. And going to my my Discog channel, Big Chief Vinyl 57. So a big thank you to everybody that's been going out there and doing that. I really appreciate it. It helps me to pick up a lot of the stuff that I bring to the table here every week. So that's what we're doing lately. And 5 shout outs. I'm going to give you 5 shout outs tonight of people that have been giving me shout outs on my shorts, on my video shorts that I've been doing. I've been doing one a day. Check them out. They're only 30 seconds long. You can check out 5, 6, maybe 10 of them at once. Just be 4 or 5 minutes and you got 10 of them. Then we're going to do 5 concert pulls. It's been a bunch of people been asking, hey, when are you going to do some more concert pulls? Well, we're going to do 5 more tonight. I still got quite a few left in the old jar here. And then I'm going to, at the end, excuse me, at the end, I'm going to try to remember all the shows that I don't have ticket stubs for. And there's a few off the top of my head that I can think of. I'm going through these. And I can recheck the envelope, because after I pick the 5, I put them in the envelope so I don't redo them twice. Yeah, it's been a busy week here. I've been picking up a lot of stuff this week. I went to a record store the other day. I went up to Lenore, North Carolina. Went to Dead Wax Records. What a great store. I'm going to show you what I picked up there. Then I'm going to show you the stuff that I got in the mail. And let's run through these top 10 real quick. I know everybody's been waiting for it. I kind of hinted a couple weeks ago that I was going to do a top 10 on my fusion records. I did a top 20, I believe it was, on my rock albums from 73. And I think 1 or 2 of these might have been in that rock category, because at least the number 1 jazz fusion record was in my rock category, because it's kind of like rock, jazz, fusion, could fit either one. First one coming in, Stanley Clarke, coming in at number 10. This one gets it right at the end of the year 73 into 74. What a great album. I believe this is his first solo album. And just a tremendous effort. Stanley Clarke on electric bass, Jan Hammer on electric piano, Tony Williams, and Bill Connors. Oh my gosh. How can you go wrong with that? Coming in at number 10, Stanley Clarke. Coming in at number 9, Chick Corea, Return to Forever, Light as a Feather. Yeah, I love Chick Corea. I love Return to Forever. And the lineup changed a few times, some of these guys. And the lineup in this one was Chick, and doesn't even list it here. It says just Flora Puram. Flora Puram. I'm not sure who that. I've heard that name before. So maybe I'll have to check that person out. But maybe this was only those two people in the band. Return to Forever, Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy, coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 8, Bill Connors, Chick Corea, Stanley Clarke, Lenny White. Weather Report, coming in at number 6. And that's the album. It's called Mysterious Traveler. And there was a sticker on here that I got off with some glue be gone, but it kind of messed up the cover. It must have been, I'll try to find a better cover for this album. But yeah, this is Weather Report. And this is Yosef Zawinul, Wine Shorter, Alfonso Johnson, and this band here changed a lot too. With later on some other artists that were in and out of Weather Report. Coming in at number 5. We're at 5 already. Carlos Santana, Mahavishnu, John McLaughlin. Looky here. That's a burner. This album here is tremendous. If you get a chance, listen to this one here. This came during the Mahavishnu Orchestra days, the early days of Mahavishnu. And he did this album with Carlos Santana. And these all came out in 1973. I was a sophomore in high school. Santana, Caravanserai. Of course, my dogs have to act up, Just, they've been quiet for hours. All of a sudden, they're going to go ahead and run their mouth. Introducing the 11th House with Larry Coryell, number 3. Yeah, what a band this one was. Larry Coryell. Alphonse Mouzon. Randy Brecker. And I don't know, Mike Mandel. Great album. That was number 4, sorry. Coming in at number 3. Between Nothingness and Eternity. Mahavishnu Orchestra Live. Probably one of their top, they're definitely a top 2 albums. It's got all new material that they recorded live. Billy Cobham, Rick Laird, Jerry Goodman, Jan Hammer, and John McLaughlin. Birds of Fire coming in at number 2. What a year of fusion this was. And this is the same lineup. With Billy Cobham, McLaughlin, Goodman on violin, Jan Hammer, and Rick Laird on bass. And I got the one with the hype sticker. And I put my other copy in and it sold. Someone bought it. Coming in at number 1. This album here I've been listening to since I was in high school. And I can't say the rest for the rest of this, but I did hear Mahavishnu when I was in high school. A friend of mine listened to them. And Billy Cobham, Spectrum. What an album. And I was lucky to find this copy. It's like a 180 gram vinyl. And I think I only paid less than $5 for it. This one here's got the incredible Tommy Bolin on guitar. He was just shredding it. So if anybody doesn't have this album, they should pick this. This should be, like Rob the Wax said, this should be in everybody's collection. So there you go. There's my top 10 fusion rock albums. Man, just great stuff. That's, basically what I listen to 8 out of 10 times. If I'm going to pick out an album to listen to, it's going to be jazz fusion. So, yep. Where are we at? We are going to do the shout-outs. So Jeffrey Boyle. Jeffrey Boyle is a person that's been subscribed to me for quite a while. And he did a great telling me how great the channel was, and wanted to go ahead and just congratulate me. And he always comments on my my shorts and stuff like that. And then there's another guy named L.E. Check out his channel. It's L.E. And he's got a nice channel. He's got some stuff up there. And he's always commenting on my shorts too. And Garage Geek. He's another one. All these guys got great channels. Jeffrey Boyle hasn't made any videos, but these other guys have. And Garage Geek, you need to go ahead and sub him up. Prime Analog Records. Check him out. He's got a great channel. He's been commenting on my channel. And Tony, Two from the Trunk. Tony's been commenting on my shorts too. So, yeah, it's nice to have somebody to comment on the shorts and to make sure that, I enjoy doing them. But, I like the feedback. So if you can, hit the thumbs up on my videos when you get a chance. And make a comment down there, good or bad. It might just go ahead and stir me in a different direction that I might be doing something else for you, So let's go ahead and run, where are we at? Concert pulls. Should we do those next? We'll do those last. How's that? Let's go ahead and show you the stuff that I picked up this week. And I picked up some CDs. And I picked up some 45s. And I also picked up some LPs. So these two here came in the mail. And how lucky I was to find these. And these came out of a box that was the Chris Squire box for this album here. For this album that came out. And yeah, you gotta love it. Run with the Fox. This is Chris Squire and Alan White. And I used to have this 45 back in the day. And then Chris Squire, this one here, Lucky 7. This came from Chris's solo album. And I've never had this one. But like I say, these were all in a box that you could have bought where everything was all together. There were CDs. There was a re-release of the album. And then the 45s were in there. But I found these on eBay, and the guy was just selling the 45s. So I picked them up because I like to have 45s up on my wall over here. Yeah. Got this Moody Blues. Let's go ahead and I'll show you the stuff that I got at the record store that I went to. Dead Wax Records up in Lenoir, North Carolina. This 45 I found there, Moody Blues. And this is from their album, Sir L'Amour. I know you're out there somewhere. Underrated album. It's a really good album. I like to find it on vinyl. I think that's like the only record, the only Moody Blues album that I'm missing that I don't have on vinyl. So, but I'm sure I'll find it eventually. Just a matter of time before I find that. I found a copy of Passion Play there. I have it on CD, but I didn't have it on vinyl. And I'm still missing a couple of Jethro Tull's albums on vinyl. So, looking forward to getting the rest of them, those albums. So Jethro Tull, that was nice. That was a nice pickup at the store. And go through here, check these out. Find the ones that I got at the. I got this Brand X album that was there. And this is Moroccan Roll. This is the, Masks, I'm sorry. This album here, Phil was not on this album. This was their third album, or fourth album. They made two, then they made a live album, then they did Masks, I believe. And Phil had already left and gone back to Genesis by this time. And then Phil came back later on a couple more albums after this one. But this is the lineup that I seen when I seen Brand X in Baltimore, late 70s. This one here I found while I was there, Kansas. This album here is the album Monolith. And I found this copy there. These were all like $5. He has great prices. Excuse me, I gotta get these out of here before the whole thing falls over. Found this Don Henley EP there. That was a nice find. I like Don Henley, I like the Eagles. I've never seen this extended dance remix. All She Wants to Do Is Dance. And then the B-side is, I'm not sure what the B-side is. But yeah, Don Henley. What else did I get there? In the jazz section there, I found Twin House with Larry Coryell and Philip Catherine. These were all these were all $5, and these were all albums that I needed to get because they were holes in my collection. Billy Cobham. This one's here is called A Funky Thide of Sings. Yeah. So that was nice to get and find that. That was nice to get. What else I got? Got any more here? No, I think that's it. So that was all the stuff that I picked up there. And then I found these three in a charity shop, an antique store. These CDs. I found this one here. This one here is Keith Jarrett, Tokyo '96 with Gary Peacock and Jack DeJohnette. Yeah, my French is pretty good tonight. My English ain't too good, but my French is pretty good. How about George Ginda and Chile Manucci, Special Effects, Piece of the World? I already had a copy of this, but if you don't listen to Special Effects, you should. That's a great band. It's jazz. It's kind of fusiony, but they have a lot of different instruments in their band. And then this band here called Flim and the BBs. This album's called Tricycle. This is another one I have an extra copy of. So I'll be putting those in my extra copy file. And whenever I see them, I pick them up for 50 cents or $1. I pick them up. And I got boxes and boxes of CDs. So let's run through the stuff that I found on eBay and also on Discogs that I picked up because of help from you guys and gals out there going to my store. And I'll have the link to my store in my video tonight. This one here I picked up on eBay. And this is, of course, Gordon Giltrap. What a guitarist, 12-string guitar. And he's played with Anthony Phillips from Genesis. He's played with lots of different people. And he made a string of albums in the 70s. And this came out in 76. And this one's called Visionary. So if you get a chance to buy, my friend John, again, up in New Jersey, turned me on to Gordon Giltrap many, many years ago. So there's still a couple of his albums that I'm still looking for that I haven't been able to find. But eventually, I'll find them eventually. Now, these other stuff here, a lot of this stuff I'm going to show you, Steven Wilson and Porcupine Tree stuff that I didn't have the money to afford to buy all these, get all these. Some of these I have on CD, but most of them I don't. And this one here is the Voyage 34. It was one of his very first albums as Porcupine Tree. But like Steven Wilson says, all the music is Steven Wilson. Porcupine Tree, Blackfield, all the bands that he's, been in. This one here is called Coma Coda, Porcupine Tree. This is a live show. There's the line up there for what's on this. This is an early show. Signify, Dark Matter, Nine Cats, Dislocated Day, Radioactive Toy, Voyage 34, Phase 2. So this is a release that they recorded some live stuff years and years ago, and it finally saw the light of day. This just came out in 2021, so it was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. So there you go. That's a great album. I already listened to that. I don't want these to fall over. How about Steven Wilson, Transcends? And this is a best of his stuff, of his solo stuff. So if you can find this one, this is a really good album to get you into Steven Wilson. I need some water. Let me take a little swig here. Get ready, get through the rest of these. And then we got to go through the 5 concert tickets. How about Kate Bush? Kate Bush, I found this one on eBay, and this was the Big Sky Meteorological Mix. And this was from the album Hounds of Love. She did a lot, this is back in the 80s, and she did a lot of these 12-inch releases of her singles with extra songs and stuff on there. I was lucky to find that one. I didn't have that one. I used to have all the Peter Gabriel, all the Marillion, all the Genesis. I had all those 12-inch singles years ago, but they all went with The Purge. How about The Last Day of June, the original game soundtrack by Steven Wilson? Now, some of you gamers out there might have heard of this album here, but he did a soundtrack for a game, and then he released it as a solo album. So it's all instrumental, I believe. The whole thing's instrumental, and it's on translucent blue vinyl. So that'd be pretty cool to look at. And then we have Porcupine Tree, Los Angeles, 2003, The House of Blues. And this one here was an album that you could only buy it through Steven Wilson's website. Blackest Eyes, She's Moved On, Gravity Eyelids, Futile, Slave Called Shiver, Hate Song, Rush on Ice, Strip the Soul, Wedding Nails. Oh, this is the album to get right here. I haven't listened to this yet, but I can't wait. I might have to listen to that one tonight. This is the big package here of PT, CC, Closure, Continuation, Deluxe Edition, 3LP, clear vinyl set of Porcupine Tree's latest album. I have the domestic release and I have the CD, but I didn't have this one here. And like I say, with your help, I was able to pick one of these up because they're going to be really going for big money soon. So I wanted to go ahead and get me a copy of that. And that's it for that. That was all my pickups. And they're important pickups because it's stuff that I really want. I'm not going to the stores, the antique stores and the thrift stores and picking up, 20, 30 albums that I'm never going to play. So there you go. Let's pick 5. Let's go ahead and talk about 5 shows. Let's see if I can remember. I think I can remember 5 out of 5. We'll see. This one here was in Hartford, Connecticut. And it's something in Friends. Don't know, 1982. So I don't know who it was. Oh, the first one right out of the bat. I'm going to put this one aside. When I put it in the envelope, I'm going to put a little paper clip on it or something and try to figure out who this is that I seen on this show here, because I don't have the rest of the stub. But I know it was in Hartford. And I only seen a couple shows in Hartford. I think I saw Gabriel there. And I think I seen Asia there. And I'm trying to think who else I saw in Hartford, Connecticut. But I can see how it says Friends on here. So this might have been the John McLaughlin. But when I saw McLaughlin, he was by himself. So wasn't with Friends. Anyway, so there you go. I thought I could get through all 5, but I couldn't. How about this one here, Neil Diamond? I remember this show. I took my wife. My wife wanted to see Neil Diamond. We were living in Florida at the time. And this was February 17th, 2002. February 17th was my dad's birthday. So there you go. I was on a Sunday night at 8 o'clock, and I'm sure we had to be to work the next day unless we took the day off. And so there you go. It was a great show. And all the ladies in the audience were all, woo, Neil, Neil. And I was waiting for him to throw... for the girls to throw their panties on the stage, but I think that was a different guy. That was a different person there. That was, well, you just write it in the comment section down below. Tell me who it was. 35th anniversary tour for Yes. This is the show that I went and seen with my nephew. And we had a great time, and it was at the Ice Palace in Tampa. And it was during the year that the Tampa Bay Lightning won the championship. There was mats down on the floor, and this was 2004, May the 1st, May Day, 2004. And there was mats down on the floor covering the ice. It was freezing in there. John Anderson was on stage, and he had a sweater on, and you can tell it was really cold. And the stage set up with Roger Dean had the whole stage set up with his inflatables and stuff. And John Anderson came out into the audience, and he passed just right in front of us. It wasn't probably more than 30, 40 feet in front of us, and singing, going through the audience and singing. It was a fantastic show. It was the best Yes show I ever saw. Yeah, it was the 35th anniversary show, and it's on film. You can get it on a Blu-ray, and it's also on a CD, and it's also on vinyl, I think, too. But yeah, check it out if you're a Yes fan. It's a must. It's a must show. They go all the way back to the first album and stuff. So that was the third one. Let's go ahead and find me 2 more here. What we got? House of Blues, Alan Parsons Project in Orlando, October the 9th, 1999. I think this is the first time. No, 99. Let's see, my daughter would have been 2. So no, this wasn't a show. She went to saw Alan Parsons with me too, but it was later than this. This must have been the time I went with my friend John, and we went and saw another friend John that I was in the Navy with, and this was Alan Parsons' live project. And man, this was a great show. They're all great. Every time I seen Alan Parsons, it was a great show. I seen him twice. I think I saw him with my friend John Rossi once, and I seen him once with my daughter once, but it couldn't be the one that I seen with my daughter because she would have been 2 years old. She would have been a little bit too young. It was a couple years after that. Okay, I got one more. Richard Elliott and Greg Chiquiso. Richard Elliott got top billing on this. I remember going to this one with my wife. It was down in Orlando again at the Peabody Hotel. It was outdoors. It was like it was during the summer, I guess, or springtime. I don't remember it being too hot, but I did get a picture of Craig Chiquiso. He signed it. I can go ahead and get it here in a second. But the show was great. Richard Elliott, I wasn't a really huge fan, but Greg Chiquiso did a lot of New Age stuff back then. This was from 96, March 14th of 96. And he was in Jefferson Starship. Just hold on one second. I'll be right back. It's show and tell time, final community. Here you go. Here is the poster that I got at the show, and he signed it. If you see, he's got his signature on there. And everybody out there in the VC should know who Craig Chiquiso is. But I prefer his New Age stuff to his Starship stuff. That's just me. I like a lot of New Age artists. So I think we covered everything tonight. We had a full boat. Wow, 25 minutes. I really been running off at the mouth. I want to thank everybody again for subbing me up. If you like my show, hit the thumbs up and hit the like, and that way you'll know the next time that the North Carolina Vinyl Picker will be on. I'm going to be out there banging them bushes again this week, looking for more stuff, and I got some more stuff coming in the mail, and hopefully I'll get some more sales going here. So right now my PayPal account is 0. And when it gets up to $15, $20, then it goes back to 0. And then I just keep flipping and rotating it. And that's how I'm able to get all these cool stuff. So please, if you get a chance, just go out there and sub me up. And we'll be talking to you soon. I made it over 500 subscribers. And again, thanks again for tuning in and watching my show. I'll see you next week. Unless I break in during the week with important news, have a special show or something, and support the my troops out there. They're out there fighting for us. So everybody take care. God bless, and I'll be talking to you soon. I'll see you next weekend. North Carolina Vinyl Picker, what do I always say? Out.